Hello everyone, today I'm going to compare the Quilter Cub UK versus the Vox AC30. Okay, I'm going to make this quick because I know you want to hear the comparison. I'll do all the yapping at the end, but here's a comparison between the Quilter Cub UK versus the Vox AC30. The AC30 has blues in it. It's a Vox AC30 CC2X and I love it, and here we go. So there you go. Forever I've wanted to get a Vox, to the point where I was buying amps that weren't Voxes just to approximate the Vox, because I didn't want to spend that much money to go back to getting a Vox. I had a Vox a long time ago. I love Voxes, and just the price, and I'd always just skim the used market, and it was just a bit too much. And then I saw in Northridge they had one that was like $750 used. It was really beat up, but I was like, okay, I'm gonna go and try it out, the Custom Classic. And I know those have a bad rep because the standby switch could blow the rectifier tube, and sometimes that could take out other stuff. So I wanted to go play it and make sure it played well and it didn't smell of smoke. And right before I was gonna make the trip, I checked the used section again because it was pretty beaten up, and I saw a basically mint AC30 Custom Classic 2X in my local Guitar Center. That was just 6 miles away. I went there, I played it, it worked perfectly. It looks like it was just sitting in someone's attic for 2 decades almost, right? And yeah, it's great. It's got the blues. It's not the first couple years because it has the pluggable speakers and reverb, so that's fine. It's not the 2010 year. If you don't know 2010, they added a 10K resistor over the standby switch so it wouldn't blow the rectifier tube. But I can either do that mod or maybe just bypass the standby switch altogether, because that amp should have never had a standby switch because of the tube rectifier. But right now I'm just flipping both on and off at the same time. I don't want to leave it at the rehearsal space, especially with that issue, because you could just see someone walk in and going, oh, I'm going to play that, and then causing damage. My old one that was a Custom Classic 2, I didn't even know about that issue, and I was using the standby switch all the time on it. So I guess I got lucky. I don't know. I kind of peeked in with a flashlight. I didn't take the chassis out. I opened it up and looked at the circuit boards. They looked perfect. But I peeked in through the little vent holes, and it looked like it had the original tubes too. Like, it looks like someone bought it and just set it somewhere and barely played it, because it's like mint. So I am super happy. For years since I owned that Custom Classic, and even that one, I was like, oh, I'm gonna get blues to put in here, and I just didn't. And like, when I wanted a new one, I'm like, I knew I wanted blues, and if I got one cheap that had like the green back, I'd replace it with blues. And I was like, you know, oh, even the solid state rectifier, I was even considering that, because, you know, I heard it does the sag real well, like the tube. But then I'm like, well, maybe I should save up more and just get one of the hand wired. And I don't know. I kept going back and forth, and then I just didn't want to spend that much money. And $750 for this in mint, it was the same as the one in Northridge. And I basically traded a pedal. I actually ended up trading the Quilter. I filmed it, took it in, and then I got this because I'm like going, I have a real Vox, I don't need the Quilter. Like, I know I like the real Vox. And I only bought the Quilter because I wanted to scratch that itch. I don't know why I spent like, what was it, $600-700? I think I traded stuff in for that too. I wanted to believe, you know, and it did sound good. It sounds good. It sounds good. It sounds like a Vox, but it's just kind of like, why have something that's not it when you can have what is it, what you want? And it's not like there's a tube shortage right now. I think that was one of the reasons too. At the time I bought it, the tube shortage, which didn't really happen, was happening. I'm like, I need to have a non-tube amp, and Nando had the Katana and it sounded fine, but it's just like, why not get the real thing? And I got it with the blues, I got the tube rectifier, it sounds great, I play it every day. Anyway, I gotta go. I think next week is going to be my Samsung Escape from Apple video, and I'm gonna have some news for you guys. I'm gonna see if I can film it a little closer to release, because I ordered the Galaxy Watch Ultra. It should be here on the 24th, and I hopefully will be able to talk about that too. Anyway, there you go. I'll see you guys next week, and have a good one.